Hey guys, Travis here on the first day of the first split playoffs at the LCS studios, joined by Jintae. Fresh off a huge upset for GGU, ended up taking a match off Dignitas, which I don't think a lot of people expected. No offense, but 85% people voted for Dig to take that. So what happened there? How did you manage to do that? We'll start with game one.
Game one was a pretty casual game. We just controlled the dragon. We warded around. It felt like they didn't expect the 2v1 mid from us, which gave us control over mid because we took the tower early. And then for me, bottom, I was Karthus and I was just farming the wave and I was just like getting really strong. And then we just took a free dragon by like poking out Scar bot because with Twisted Fate, like he was Twisted Fate, and then by putting two mid, it's really hard for him to put global pressure top and bottom, which is what we wanted, and he couldn't get any of those early ganks off. So they switched him over to bottom after like tower died, and then I just pushed him out of bot, and then we just took a dragon and just kind of went on from there. We just kept taking objectives and we just took towers and kept pushing and just like putting pressure in their map and just like having all this map control. And we got like barons, and we just eventually pushed to win.
So game two, Dignitas managed to take that, and for a lot of people, I think looking at that, it's like okay, they're probably going to be able to take game three.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty convincing game two for them. What happened there for you guys to lose that?
Game two, it was I think in our picks. I guess I was Rise, which wasn't the best option in my opinion. Like our mid was fine. Like we took the tower early again. That gave us like global map gold. And then for bottom lane though, like I had to go against Karthus and I was Rise, and Karthus does like terribly against pushing waves, especially with the Karthus with blue buff. And since I was blue side and bottom with Rise, I didn't get any blues, and it was like really hard for me to push the wave. And also I did like a really bad trade at once, so we lost like pressure, all pressure bot, which is like it was like pretty bad going to dragon fight. And then at our dragon fight, like I died, and we also had like random deaths that shouldn't have happened. I believe like Zion died too. No, Daydreamin died. He died mid, and it was just a kind of a miscommunication. And after that, like the game snowballed from there. Pretty much, we lost our objectives, and they got Baron, and then like all we could do was just defend and just try to like get a catch or so. And then that's pretty much all that happened.
So now going into game three, obviously you guys are probably a little concerned because they had just managed to take that game. So how did you approach game three, and then how did game three come out for you guys as a win?
Game three, we approached it by, let's see, we were kind of expecting them to pick Heartless again, and I picked a much better champion to go like bottom with, like in a side lane, and then, so we just went like two top because we wanted Twitch and Lulu top. They don't do that well mid, and then we expected to get Jace. So we've practiced Jace mid a few times, so it puts a lot of pressure mid. And from that point, or like we took, I believe we took mid tower, right, and then we took dragon, and we just like got global pressure from that again. And let's see, we had a really good Ori ball on one of their invades at blue. Like they fought at our blue buff, and for like these team fights, our plan was to just kite back, and because they have hard engage with Jarvan, like while we're kiting back, they're eventually just gonna position themselves to like for me to get a good Ori ult, and they were like in a jungle. So it was like a really good choke point for me to get a good Ori ball, and I hit like five people with that, and that just changed the tide of the team fight. And then we also had like good chasing abilities. Like Zion could just like chase with Jace all day and just like pick people off with his QE combo and just snipe them. And then we had a good Baron steal, I believe, which happened next. Like Josh Nintendo, dude, he got a Baron steal, and then we just won that fight. Like I ulted Karthus, and then someone else. I believe that was like maybe Janna, and we just like started chasing them. And then that's when we got like total control of the map. And then from that point onward, we just like pushed towers. We got two inhibs, and then we were like trying to sting where Zion would split bot, and then four of us top. So like he puts pressure on their Nexus towers, but we kind of played that a little impatient. Like Zion, I believe Zion died bottom, and then we had to back off, and we just had to prepare for the next Baron when Zion comes up. And after that, we just kind of like we got Baron, and then we pushed their inhibs, and we took them down, and then we just kind of pushed for a win over there after that.
All right, so you guys managed to take them out. Going into this week, did you feel as though you guys were the favored team? Were you confident? Like, what was the general mentality and morale on the team?
I believe within the team we were confident, but aside from the league community, I don't think we were the favorite team at all. And then so this is a pretty big upset from beating Dignitas for the community, but we were confident in going into this. Like we practiced and strategized, we scrimmed all week. We were like preparing for this. I believe in season two, um, this was former Team TD,
Right.
Team Dynamic, and he lost to Dignitas. So this is kind of their revenge match, and they really wanted this win. So all of us were trying our hardest to get this match and like just to win it, and also for the job security.
Right.
So we don't want to go through the relegation, play against challenger teams, and
Yeah.
all right, and then that's what we just prepared really well for this, and we're really happy we won.
A little bit of a cricket noise going off in the background. Uh, the the thing for you guys is that, as you said, you don't have to worry about this like promotion tournament now. You guys are safe. So is there going to be like a party, or are you guys going to like go back and be like, okay, no, we've got a match this tomorrow?
Yeah, we got our matches tomorrow. Like, I'd say we'd celebrate. Like, we're planning to go to Korean barbecue tonight.
Okay, cool.
So we're just gonna go out to eat, and then we're just like all happy that we don't have to like worry about this relegation thing, and just requalify.
Yeah.
Now we can just focus on our match against Curse, which is we're actually much more comfortable with. We're actually much more comfortable playing against Curse than Dig, because like we had a worse track record against Dignitas in like past tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like we're happy like we made it into this.
So you guys think you could make it to the finals then?
Yeah, possibly.
Well, you said possibly, but you say you're feeling more confident
we're
against Curse, right?
Yeah, we're much more confident against Curse.
So do you think you could take the whole thing? And that would be a pretty big upset, I think.
That's what we really want to do right now. We want to show the world that we can take the whole thing and just win the LCS, just the split.
Well, I just want to cover the fact that I think a lot of people are naming you MVP for this, especially the Oriana play. How do you feel about your personal performance in those games? Do you just feel like, oh yeah, I was on fire, or what's the personal feeling about all that?
Personal feeling, I felt like first game I had a mistake where I felt like I ulted while I was alive, but I didn't get my Sarah from base off, so I like died without getting my ult off. So I was kind of like sad about that. Second game was, I guess it was kind of like in my play, I couldn't like pressure bot at all, and then it was just like a team fault there, kind of like we were just losing the game. But then the third game, I picked it up like completely. I like landed like perfect ults that we needed, and we just like won the game from that.
Well, I know that the plan for them has always been that you were the sub taking the place of Shifter, but now, you're doing really well. You just helped them get into this next position. So what's next for you? Like, are you still going to leave the team because you're making these big plays? It seems like it would be some, maybe no offense to Shifter, but maybe a step back.
I believe they're still gonna keep Shifter, and I might like stay in university, but I'll be open to opportunities like if I see any. But for my plan right now is I'll probably stay in school and just get done with college because I'm like halfway through. I'm like over halfway, so I might just get my degree and finish that most likely.
Do you have any final shout outs or plugs you want to make at the end of this?
Shout out to GGU for giving me this opportunity again, and then shout out to my stream, which is slash Jintae with an extra E at the end, and shout out to my Facebook, and just shout out to my friends and family, and everyone that supports me, and all the fans that we have. Thank you guys.
Well, hey, congratulations on that huge win against Dignitas. Best of luck against Curse tomorrow. For everyone, this is Travis on day one of the LCS first split playoffs. You can check out the rest of our coverage at gamespot.com/LCS.